Good morning, good morning. Hello, and welcome to Friday, the 24th of April. There we go, now I'm live. Chris, if you're seeing this, I'm eating your cake. Who doesn't love cake for breakfast? It was only a little bit, but the moon is in Leo, so rise and shine, people, rise and shine. All right, so we do have a lovely day today. Like I said, there's the moon is in Leo. Moved in there at 5:40 this morning. I'm sorry, hang on. Cheers, everybody. Clink. Oh, hang on. You gotta sip up the cheese. Sort of seals the deal. All right. So, three things. You know what? It's a good day. There's probably going to be lots of things. All right. At 11:38, Venus conjuncts Uranus at 28 degrees. 29 degrees of Taurus, I'm sorry, 29 degrees of Taurus. So yeah, this you can expect this to be now. There could be a tendency for it to be an unexpected event with a woman because it's Venus, or it could be something shocking and surprising with your finances. It could be it could be an unsettled feeling hormonally, or like the think of the feminine things. I mean, look, I'm specifically thinking about the thyroid and the throat right now. Maybe you could have a sore throat, who knows. But so that was 11:38, the Venus Uranus, and then Venus moves into Gemini at 2:03 p.m. And that's why at the end of the words I wrote, expect change by the end of the day, because it's Venus is then moving from I just want to sit here and eat cake to I might put my bra on and go out for social events. Because while she's eating cake, she's not wearing a bra. No, she's sitting on the lounge. All right, so let's have a quick squeeze and see who has joined me already. I thought, oh my gosh, look at everyone. Good morning, DG. Hello, Helen. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Heather. How are you? Good morning, Christy. Oh my God, you are an absolute beast. I love watching your stories. Seriously, you inspire me. Good morning, Kath. I hope your neck is feeling better. Good morning, Julie. Nice to see you. And good morning, Louise. So good. So today's cake, Louise, was sent to me all the way from Melbourne. All right, so Melbourne has got a place called Regretless, and they do like keto, gluten free. Oh, so Chris, love you so much, sent me cake from Melbourne, which I got to, well, Mick picked up for me yesterday, so hence cake for breakfast. All right, now let's have a look at the moon. So now at okay, so like I said, moon in Leo. All right, so think bright, shiny. You being the center of the attention. All right, so when we look at Leo Aquarius, it's like the rock star on stage, and Aquarius is the crowd. All right, so for this, you are allowed to shine brightly, bitches. All right, it is time for you to just do your thing. All right, and do it proudly. Hair fabulous. All right. So, first of all, we have the moon trine Neptune at 11 a.m. Yeah, I was going to write a bit of a slow start to the day, but that's not really the case. I think it's a bit more of an inspired vision type of thing. If you are feeling, oh, let's read the words. When you feel good about yourself, all the stars and ducks will align. Sally, that one's for you. So be flexible and allow for plans to change, especially if it's for catch-ups and social events. So the sun is in Taurus, who doesn't love a nice catch up with good friends for chats after at dinner or lunch? So that's all good. Um, all right, so that's 11 a.m. That again, that could be you actually, really feeling into whatever you're doing. Feels good. Inspired action or inspired vision. All right, now 12:30. There is the first quarter. Are we going into it? Did we just have a new moon? What day is it? I didn't even know what day it was a minute ago. So, all right, so we're heading into the new moon. All right, so this is the first quarter square where we are starting to look at the things All right, so moon in Leo, sun in Taurus. Um, what are All right, so if we look at the squares, all right, so the last quarter square is making wine from the grapes that you planted at the first quarter square. So looking at this, what seeds of intention are you planting? Or, like you've planted something at the new moon, all right? And then now we're getting into the bit where you can see those sprouts or ideas starting to form or coming into a physical sort of manifestation. So then by the time the full moon comes, you can actually witness something. All right. So why did I say, oh, the first quarter square? So are you starting to see some things come to fruition? Or like I said, the seedlings are visibly sprouting. I have got some seedlings here sprouting and they do look good. So you could work on that type of thing. Now, if there is tension, it might just be pushy tension. It doesn't have to be, oh my God, I'm freaking out tension. It's just like if you start to feel something, maybe that's the sort of indication that there's a little bit of a push. Come on, go for it. Do the thing. All right. So that's at 12:30. All right. So 11 a.m. Neptune, 12:30 the moon square sun. Hang on, I need my glasses. 11, 12:30. Okay, the next one is after 2 o'clock, and in conjunct to the North Node starts. Oh, I like this one. So that's between 2 and 6:30. So if you are moving towards inspired vision and you come up against some sort of tension, I wonder if there is some sort of acknowledgement, all right, that there is an adjustment required to head in the right direction. All right, so this could be good. You think you're going somewhere, you think you're going in the right direction, and then you get this adjustment required. And then at 3 p.m., the moon is opposing Pluto. So I like that even better because if you're thinking that you need to make some sort of adjustment, then Pluto will come and show you the clarity or the truth or, you know, again, I don't feel like there's anything negative about this day. So I think it's just more of a realization, a shocking realization, even because remember, we're still going to have that Venus Uranus conjunct all day, even though Venus moves into Gemini at 2 o'clock. They're still going to be conjunct just then out of sign. So Venus, Uranus still concentrating on Taurian issues, whereas Venus is like, okay, I've said my bit, I'm off now, I'm going in that direction. So that was at 3 p.m. Now, after 5, there is a trine to Mercury, all right? So we start to get maybe the conversation will start heading in the right direction, or maybe conversations can just start, all right? And then 8 p.m., a trine to Saturn. So there's the rewards for the effort all day, all right? So I like this. So allow yourself to be led, feel any sort of, feel into a situation. Again, we're expecting changes all day, or we're allowing. All right, it's plan A, plan B, plan C, or oh, isn't that interesting? Or wow, it did change. You know what I mean? So just keep your brain very open and flexible because it's always your brain that wants to fuck you up. So um, or overall as well, we've got the Sun square Pluto. Again, things are shifting and changing. Don't allow the tension you feel to turn into trauma. If you're just open and aware, then you can sort of allow it to be a little nudge rather than I'm going to rip it out from the roots because you're ignoring our advice type thing. Because again, the sun is also allowing an opportunity for things to change with the sextile to the north node, and easy flow to let go of the things that are holding you back with that trine to the south node. Mercury is square Jupiter. All right, so I feel like this one, hang on, Jupiter. Okay, you know what? I honestly feel like this one is don't make too many promises to family. All right, even though, or maybe not promises, but with being flexible and allowing plans to change, remember that the sudden and unexpected thing is potentially going to be female orientated. So I wonder if that's Mercury square Jupiter is maybe the shocking and unexpected thing is just a conversation you never thought you were going to have. Maybe. All right, so I'll leave that one there because just not 100% on that one. And I think it's more that I don't feel like it's as in orb. I feel like maybe that's going to be more of a tomorrow thing. Anyway, do with that what you will. And then now Venus is making aspects to Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto now. So she's starting to hit that mini grand trine. So I dare say she will become way more vocal about the social, because remember that mini grand trine is more of a the outer rim of our lives. I've been saying it's the collective, but in this case I feel like it's not our inner circle, it's more of our outer circle. So maybe Venus starting to make those connections is more about her speaking up about the things that are around her rather than her immediate environment. Actually don't mind that. And then Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, still making oh no, Mars is now square. Oh, okay, I missed that one. Oh, maybe because it starts later on in the day. There we go. Later on in the day, we do have Mars also starting to square Jupiter. All right, so I don't know how I missed that one, but I did. So that's okay. That is totally fine. All right, so don't make too many promises. Allow yourself to remain flexible. Uh, allow for opportunities to make adjustments to and course correction. So that between that say 11 and 3, fairly active and changeable type of energy. So yeah, how does that feel? Let me click the button again. Okay. Yeah, there you are, Sally. I thought that you would like that. And thank you, New Moon was, oh man, I woke up and I didn't even know what day it was. I was at work last night and I thought that Wednesday was my last shift, but then I had another one last night and I walked out the door and I was like, see you in 10 days. Or 9 days now. I'm like, we've had such a busy time. The energy, I don't know about you, but it's just been so full on. And now I'm like, okay. And it's good because Venus moving into Gemini, I'm going to allow my brain to work. So I will do a dream weaver. Today I'm 1 week into my exams and I don't feel like I've done enough. However, rationally, I feel like I have been doing a fair bit. I even stood at the bar last night with my medical astrology books out, and one of the farmers was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Doing my exams. I'm doing my medical astrology." So he's the one that is going to once all of this is finished and I start doing a little bit more research on the cosmobiology weather astrology, I'm going to use him as my guinea pig in forecasting. Right, so I'll give him the forecast and then he will say yes it happened or no it didn't happen. So there's the trial, what's the imperial data driven, Heather, what's the word I'm looking for when you give someone, I don't know why but you, what is that? Double blind. No, it's not double blind because he knows what it is. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Astrology in action. All right. Oh, this one. Ooh, oh my God, I don't think we've ever had this one before. Oh, look. Isn't that pretty? When the weavers call your heart. I like that. All right, this is card number 34. I literally don't think I've ever seen this one before. All right. Okay, so the essential meaning is love in all of its forms, an heart-opening experience, romantic love, and the experience of showing kindness to others. All right. Ah, yes, love, the quintessential energy of life, and that one glittering thread in the tapestry of your life that you cannot do without. That can build bridges, find unity, bring life into the world. When the dream weavers call your heart, you are being invited to bring the essence of love into your inquiry, to give it freely and wholly, and to receive it fully in a way that is being offered. Perhaps you've begun a new relationship and now you are wondering where it's going. If there is anything here for you, oh, sorry. Perhaps you've begun a new relationship and are wondering where it's going. If there is anything here for you. Okay, full stop. Can you allow for love to come through without judgment or even measurement? Can you experience it without trying to define it and pin it down? Can you be the love that you seek? The experience of your kindness is a way to open the door to love. Can you show kindness to others today for no reason at all, just because you can? Perhaps you can spend quality time with a beloved pet or even send love to a plant. A good question to ask yourself now, if you have any dilemma regarding others or even yourself and the choices you need to make. What would love do? The universe is calling love to you in all its glittering, life enhancing ways. Keep your heart open, drop your defenses and expectations, and watch the miracles arise as if by magic. And I think I sort of got the same gist this morning when I wrote, when you feel good about yourself, all the stars and ducks will align. Because honestly, like feeling that Leo heart energy, you feel the love, your antenna is putting out the right juju, and the right juju comes back to you. So I hope this is the case for you today. Remembering around 11:30 we've got that Venus Uranus conjunction at 29 degrees of Taurus. This is both Venus packing up her house. All right, she's getting cut. Oh, there we go. Where Venus is making sure that all of her important things are finalized before she moves into Gemini at around 2 o'clock. But Uranus also, have I fucked enough shit up in the last 7 years? All right, because that's literally what he's doing. When he moves into Gemini at 10:50 a.m. on Sunday, all right, this is where we are going to be like, oh, all right, those final degrees of Taurus. You can see it. Like, our food security is even more unstable. Our lives are completely unstable right now. We're literally like going, all of the ships that were allowed to sail through have gone now. All right. That's the last of the old way. All right. And we are just waiting for that to finish. All right. So what happens after that? We don't know because it's been 84 years since the last time that Uranus is in Gemini. So I will be able to talk about more of that later when I do my research for this question. But in the meantime, just keep as stable as you can. Make sure all the things that are of value to you are secure. And yeah, there's no need to panic, but there is also no need to sort of sit back and go, oh, you will be right, the government will help us, because we know that they won't. So yeah. All right, my loves, I will see you tomorrow. How's that? I'm going to do it tomorrow. So come around tomorrow and I'll do some cards again. I'll just click the button. Good morning, Johnny. How are you? Good morning, Karen. Oh, hello, Amy. I'm glad that's just what you needed. Oh, there is so much going on with the planets. It's just a full-on shit show. And, like Sunday looks like a massive day. Sunday is going to be a massive day, actually. We've got the Sun square Pluto and Uranus moving into Gemini. So just to make sure all the things that you can keep secure are secure. All right. So share your love. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.